Hey everybody, welcome to a new video on my channel. Today I'm sitting in a park in Berlin. You know, Berlin has many parks. I still remember I made a video from Munich, one of the videos on this channel. I made it like sitting and roaming around in a park in Munich, in Ismaning. And it really feels good that I am making another video sitting in a park. So today's video is really important. It's a very important question that I get a lot in my messages and comments. It is about blue card. There's a confusion among people that what is a blue card, how you can get a blue card, and how is it different from the general work visa. So blue card is an extension of the work visa. It's like an enhanced version of the work visa that you have in Germany. So we'll get into the details. I'll also include another detail, like I personally moved from one job to another on a blue card. So that is also something people ask me a lot, that how did you do that, make a long form video on how you switched job while having a blue card. So we'll cover that also. So let's get into the video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Kaustav. I did my masters here in Germany, and then I started working full time. And on this channel I make videos on study in Germany, life in Germany, and work in Germany. If you think that these topics would help you, then definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm sure many videos on my channel would be of help to you. So before I get into the details of how you can apply for a blue card, how is it different from work visa, switching jobs, all those details, let me just quickly show you when I started my job in Germany. I had a really good experience with my first company. Later on, I moved to eBay. I moved to Berlin with a job in eBay. But earlier, when I was in Munich, I used to work for this company, and I had a really good experience there, 5 months. Work-life balance was there. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of work. It was a complete balance of everything. So very interesting thing, when I was working for this company, I started working on a particular project. The team handling that project, they were sitting in Hamburg. They said that you can come here for 1 week. We can have a tech hackathon type of, you can meet the team, you can do some pair programming. And so I moved there for 1 week. I stayed in Hamburg. I really explored the city. Hamburg, by the way, is a beautiful city and a really happening city. Like after Berlin, if somebody asks me, like Hamburg would be like in top 2 3 on my list. So I really enjoyed staying in Hamburg for 7 days. And we also had a summer party with the project that I was working on. The team, they organized a summer party. So I was there in the summer party as well. So we went to a very beautiful beach location. We had wonderful drinks, food, everything. Enjoyed a lot. That was my first experience of a full-time job in Germany. So this was just a glimpse of my time during my first company. And of course, right now I'm in eBay, and eBay is like one of the biggest companies in the world, a product company, a tech company. So definitely eBay is like awesome. Okay, so now let's discuss about the details of work visa and blue card. So I'll briefly like tell you the points on like which jobs are eligible for work visa, which jobs are eligible for blue card, and then I'll draw a comparison chart for you. So work visa is basically for any kind of job. So whenever you come to Germany and you want to work full time, you would need a work visa, and that includes any kind of job. It can be in the in a hotel, it can be like in an office, it can be in a restaurant, cafe, anywhere, any kind of job full time, you would need a work visa. And work visa usually does not have much requirements. The only requirement is that you have to have a job offer, like you must have an offer letter. And the second thing is that before they offer you the job, usually for a normal work visa, the company, the employer has to go to the labor department, and they have to like file a report that we could not find anybody in this particular profile for this position. That is why we are bringing someone from outside of Germany. There is this requirement for a general work visa in Germany. Now for blue card, first of all, this requirement is not there. For blue card, the company employed does not have to like prove that we did not get anybody, or this thing is not there. The second thing is that for blue card, only people who are in the highly skilled domain, they are eligible. Highly skilled domain includes IT software engineers, medical people like nurses, pharmacists, and doctors. Then people in the education industry who are really highly qualified, maybe teachers, professors, and also people in the banking and finance domain, marketing, business, all these kinds. So you have to have a high skilled proof, like you have to have an educational degree which proves that you are highly skilled. For blue card, the second requirement is that your offer, obviously you have to have an offer letter, and the offer letter should, like the offer, your income, your salary should be above a certain threshold. So the threshold last year was around 45,000 euros. So your yearly salary, gross salary, should be more than 45,000 euros. There is an exception for this amount, that is for shortage skilled labor. So within that high skilled labor, there are some jobs which Germany does not have enough people to fill in those positions. So they call it shortage skill, like they have a shortage of laborers in that particular domain. For them, for those people, this amount is lesser. So it is 41,000 euros, something like that. And those fields include, again, IT software engineers and people in the medical industry. So this is like the basic difference between work visa and a blue card, the requirements of a work visa and a blue card. Now let's discuss the benefits, right? What are the benefits of having a blue card? Why people prefer a blue card? There are mainly three benefits. Number one, the PR process, the permanent residency. So when you come to Germany, initially you will be on a long-term visa, but that is a temporary residence. So you need to get a PR, a permanent residency, right? So for a work visa, you have to at least work for 5 years. Only then you are eligible. You will not get. You are eligible for a PR. But with a blue card, within 33 months, now that has reduced to 27 months, I think. If you have A1 level of German, you are eligible for a PR. And if you have B1 level already, then you are eligible within 21 months. So that is not even 2 years. So that is one big advantage. The second advantage is mobility. So which I personally did. If you are on a work visa and if you want to switch your job, you have to go to the foreigner's office, get an appointment, submit your documents, all the offer letter and everything. So whatever process you did in the beginning for your first visa, you have to do that process again. So you have to file for a new visa. It might get rejected. If it's rejected, you have to go back. All these things are there. But in case of a blue card, after 12 months, you can switch your job. That is one of the biggest perks of having a blue card. I personally did it in 5 months. So watch this video until the end and I'll tell you what are the requirements or what I did in order to achieve that. But usually after 12 months, a person having a blue card, they are eligible to switch jobs. They can switch their job anytime. The third benefit is mobility within EU. So you must be knowing that if you have a visa in any of the EU member states, like Germany is a EU member state, then you have some of the perks of living in a EU state, like you can travel anywhere, and there are some other perks. One of the biggest perk is you can switch your job. If you have a blue card, you can switch your job after 18 months of getting your first blue card. After 18 months, you can switch your job and you can go to some other EU country and start working there. With a normal work visa, this is not possible. So that is another a very, very big advantage of a blue card. Okay, I will tell you how you can apply for a blue card. So people who are getting a job directly from outside of Germany, they will usually come on a work visa. Although they are in the skilled labor profession, but they will still come on a work visa, and then their company will file a blue card for them, or they can personally do it themselves also. But initially they will come on a work visa, and then you have to go to the local foreigners office, whichever city or whichever district you are in. You will go to your local foreigners office and you will file for a blue card. That is the process for people coming from outside of Germany. For people who are already here, like who completed their studies and now they are joining a job, usually they will they will go to the foreigners office and they will show their work contract, and immediately from a student visa, the foreigners office, they will convert the visa type to a blue card. This is much more easier and this is faster. But usually for people who completed their masters, the office will ask for their master's degree because that is a requirement. Because for blue card, as I said, you need to show your highly skilled, that you are highly skilled. You need to show your certificate. It is also possible with a bachelor's degree. It's not that you have to show a master's degree, but with a bachelor's degree, if it is outside of Germany, then there is an organization who verifies your certificate. You have to get it verified and then you have to submit your bachelor's degree. If you did your master's, but if you are showing your bachelor's degree for applying the blue card, sometimes the officers, they might ask that why you are not showing your master's degree. So in that case, you can obviously tell them that I still have not received my certificate or something like that. Okay, now I will end the video, but before that I will tell you how I switched my job before 12 months. So initially I got a blue card, of course. From my student visa it got converted to a blue card, but then I switched my job within 5 months. People used to tell me this is not possible, but I gave it a try. So I got in touch with the Ausländer Behörde, the foreigners office, and they told me that it is possible. So the rule is 12 months, but if you inform them that this particular opportunity is really important for me, they will consider that. But then you need to prove two things. First of all, you need to show that you have a job which is relevant to the job that you are doing right now. So if you got your first blue card as a software engineer, then the job that you're switching, the next job, that also has to be a job which is related to software engineering. That is the first requirement. The second requirement is that the salary that you're receiving, that has to be more than the threshold that I was speaking in the beginning of the video. So these are the two requirements basically. If you meet these two requirements, you can get in touch with your foreigners office, and they will obviously accept your situation, accept your request, and you can switch your job. It's not like that it cannot be done. Many people told me, but it can be done, I can assure you. I did it myself. So yeah, I think that was all for today's video. I hope it helped you in some way, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.